Yo, how are you cousin that's raising a kid that's not yours doing today? I don't understand how y'all could do it, big cousin. Like, more power to you, big cousin, because, my God, that takes a lot of heart, my God, because me personally ain't doing it, big cousin. Like, I can't sit here and take care of a kid, you know what I'm saying? Especially if she tells me she get pregnant, big cousin, and then I go to get a DNA test right when the baby come out, and it's not mine, my God. I'd have been pissed off, because I don't understand y'all niggas do it. Y'all niggas, I say more power to all you cousins, my God, because y'all some real G's, big cousin. Because me personally, I ain't one of those, my guy. I ain't not saying I'm a deadbeat. If I lay down on the chick, my guy, you know what I'm saying, the baby is mine, I'm manning up and taking care of my responsibility, you know, nigga. I ain't one of them, you know what I'm saying? One of them, we got enough in the black community as it is, big cousin. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking care of my responsibility as a real young nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's why they call me on Turbo G, big cousin.
Young Turbo G, big cousin. Trying to check everything, make sure everything right, my guy. You know what I'm saying, big guy? All right, big cousin, let's get it. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you the title, my guy. My guy, you already know the title, big cousin. It's Men Who Found Out. You know, big cousin, you know what I'm saying? I don't even think you. Sure, let's get into it, big cousin.
Men of Reddit, who have found out their child isn't actually theirs? How did you react, and how are things now? When I was in the Navy, I had an on-again, off-again relationship with a girl back home. On my last deployment, my girlfriend told me via email that she was knocked up. I accepted it, emailed my parents, told the military, all that jazz. I ended up getting discharged, so I went back home and took care of my pregnant girlfriend. She had
Yo, big cousin, imagine how stupid you gotta look, you know what I'm saying, to lead the military. Even though I don't mess with the military like that, big cousin, but how stupid you gotta be to leave, you know, and get a dishonorable charge, my guy, for a girl who having a baby. You know, first of all, she cheated on this cousin, first of all, because yeah, she cheated on him. So she's a cheater, my guy, who don't deserve no love at all, my guy, first of all. Secondly, my guy, she having a child that's not even yours, my guy. This dude took a discharge for a girl who's not having a kid. The kid not his, you know what I'm saying? Damn, big cousin, the man took 3 L's. 3 L's in the video, my guy. Damn, I feel bad for Buddy, you know what I'm saying, because I did the same thing, you know what I'm saying? But hey, I'd have been, man, we had to have been fighting, big, because I'm sorry, I'm not one of them dudes that, I'm not, that, I don't even know what I'm saying, big cousin. Let's get into the video. This is just embarrassing, my guy. He took 3 L's, my guy. Simple.
the baby, and I thought I was the father for 5 months, while she was on vacation with a girlfriend. While she was gone, I got an email from her boyfriend telling me that they had been together for the last 4 months, and also for the week in Myrtle Beach I was bankrolling. After that, I got the paternity test, found out it wasn't mine, and told her I was done and wanted no contact. Crappy part is, my parents still babysit and treat the kid like their grandkid, so she's at a lot of family functions and such. Also,
Can't be my parents, boy. You know what I'm saying? Would not be mine's, big cousin. That's still what the... Are you serious? Deep? Are you...
the guy wasn't even the father. Forget
Your
her.
parents, big cousin.
I had a fiance. We were supposed to be getting married. Then she went on a holiday by herself because she just needed to get away. She came back pregnant to an unemployed heroin user. I had a job and an apartment. She told me, "You've never done anything to prove..."
Stories are... These stories are crazy. He's starting up to a crazy ass what, big cousin? You telling me you left a dude who working, you know what I'm saying, for a dude that's on drugs, big cousin, a pothead, big cousin? Yeah, you serious? Yeah, she's an L, big cousin. And he better not take care of that kid, big cousin. I hope you got me messed up. I ain't taking no care of no kid that's not mine, big cousin. I don't care how much I bond with a kid. No disrespect to people who do, who ain't no cap, big cousin. If you take care of a kid that's not yours, and if it's not adoption, my guy, you are a sucker, a simp. You know what I'm saying? You need to get your ass slapped, big cousin. Because that's simp shit. I ain't taking no kid that's not mine, you know what I'm saying? Because especially for a girl I put love in to be with, you know what I'm saying? To turn out the kid not mine, so that make me furious now, my guy. You know what I'm saying? And secondly, my guy, I don't know how niggas be doing it, because me personally, I ain't doing it, my guy. First of all, I don't even want to be a stepdad, you know what I'm saying? Secondly, taking the kid that I thought was mine at first is even worse, my nigga. Y'all niggas stupid.
You really loved me. Now's your chance. Accept me and the baby. No thanks. Last I heard of her, she's an unmarried mother of 2 and forget her. This one's a long one, so be ready for that. 2 years of DNA tests that the state continually reported as inconclusive. It led to going someplace out of state. Got it done. Got the test results back. Less than 2% probability of genetic match. Huh. So, I called her up. Asked, so, you want to tell me what the real story is? 2 weeks before we had our night under the sheets that resulted in the talk 9 months later, her father had come home drunk out of his mind and forced himself upon her. I still recall the tone of her voice asking me if I had actually taken the test and that it was real. Well, turns out her mother heard that conversation.
No, I can't say nothing about this one. That's messed up, bro. Damn, man, her father a piece of crap, man. Can't say nothing about this one because he need to get me, you know what I'm saying, man. If I was the boyfriend, dog, and she told me that, I'd have whooped the father ass, my nigga. I had to beat your daddy up, my guy. I'm sorry, baby. You know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, my nigga.
Notified someone and dad took a DNA test. So her dad is the dad of her kid. And I felt horrible for her. I can't even joke about this. Her dad was arrested. The kid, last I heard, was doing well. It forced her to clean up her act. She'd gone in for heavy drug and alcohol use, and it drove us apart before the child did. And that...
Yeah, my God. If you don't fucking heroin and all that type of shit, I can't be with you, because I'm sorry, I'm about to cut you off myself, because come on, man. I ain't drinking. I can't do no you know what I'm saying, heroin and stuff. But she was whatchamacallit, so damn, dog. You know what I'm saying? You can't really explain what you'll do if you was in that position unless you go through it. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel bad for her, bro. Because shit, a lot of people go through that job in life. You know what I'm saying? It can't be no pleasant sight, because like I feel for all them people. They got sick bastards as a parents or family members or just sick bastards who try to prey upon the people that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, y'all need help, my guy. You know what I'm saying? You need your ass whooped too, big cousin. Simple. You know what I'm saying?
Was 10 or so years ago. We don't talk. Every once in a while I'll think about the kid, but I don't know. This world ain't a nice place. And with all the crap she'd gone through, I wasn't going to make it worse. So I left it alone. From what little I heard from mutual friends over the years, apparently Dad came out of prison 3 years later a Bible guy. This all took place in Texas, by the way. Supposedly he was doing his best to support her and whatnot, but there was some kind of falling out, and she moved out and in with one of...
You had a kid with you. You had a kid. You had a kid with your kid, my guy. You're weird, boy. Like, can you imagine that crazy ass? Some weirdos in this world, big cousin. There's some straight weirdos in this world, big cousin. Let me repeat that up. I'm gonna repeat myself again. There's some straight weirdos in this world, my nigga. You're a weirdo, bro. You're weird. You still need your ass whooped, man. I don't care if you're a Bible man or not. It's like that Bible at your hand and beat the fuck out you. You know what I'm saying? You had a kid with your kid. You know what I'm saying? You're not normal in the head, big cousin. Instead of getting that Bible, my guy, you need to, you know what I'm saying, go to the mental hospital. Jesus. That guy's sick, man.
Her girlfriends up in Dallas. I can't even fathom it, to be honest. I still consider the man to be scum-sucking trash for putting his daughter through all that. Yeah. And I can't exactly fault her at all for her literally wanting me to be the father. She was so hoping that it was the case because it reviled her. The sobbing on the phone when the realization hit was shattering. I remember being on the phone for hours, most of it her crying. I recall my mom after the fact telling me I should have sued her. In my mind, it was done. I had 2 years of my life interspersed with phone calls, genetic testing visits, even bounty hunters showing up at my door in place of work, serving me with notices from her.
What the hell? Oh shoot, I was about to say, why the hell mom wants to sue her? Oh my gosh, she must see one of that dude to be the baby for sure. Like, what the hell I gotta sue her from me, you know what I'm saying?
Family to show up or else. She had to raise this kid with her crappy father the whole time being ignorant. All that time? It's awful. A lot of you asked why I left her, why she didn't get an abortion, etc. First of all, when she had originally called me and we had the talk 9 months later, I asked her what she wanted to do. Originally, she wanted to abort it. This was back in 2003-2004, so access to clinics was readily available. I asked if that's what she really wanted. She insisted, and I had sent her a money order to help pay for it. She never got the abortion. I originally got a story. She went in, took the pill they gave her, and it made her so sick she left. I was 22 to 23 and didn't really know anything about how they do abortions. What we learned in high school involved either the scrape or the vacuum cleaner methods, so I took her word for it. Sometime later, she went to the courts, at her family's insistence, and wanted me to provide child support, and that's when I had the choice to either pay for it or get the testing. Talking it out with my parents, because if I knew what I was doing, I decided on getting the test done. If I was going to pay for it, best to make sure I was the one who should have been responsible. At this point in our relationship, it had been about a year since that night we got down and dirty, and broke up about 3 to 4 months after that night. I had moved back home with my parents. The job I had in Houston went out of business.
Talking about my guy, he should have whooped the dude with the dad ass, man. He should have fought him. What you doing, my nigga? Like, bro, you know how traumatizing that is to somebody? Sorry for my voice, big cousin, but I'm pissed off, my nigga. Why you didn't fight him? You should have fought him, man. Man, this dude's a sucker, dog. No disrespect to you, big cousin, but come on, man. Should have caught a fade with the father-in-law, you know what I'm saying? I don't care what my girl say, my nigga. I don't wish that on nobody, bro. She should have caught a fade.
I was out of money and had no other options. We broke up due to her frequent alcohol and drug usage. I never understood the need for anyone to get completely wasted on alcohol. 1 to 2 drinks? Fine. Smoke some dope? That's fine. Cocaine? What the heck? No. So I ended it. And this was all before I'd even learned she was pregnant. The first test, for whatever reason, took dang near 6 months before anyone heard anything. The results came back inconclusive. I never got any more information than that, so either something happened at the lab or I don't know. I wound up getting referred to a place about an hour away from my parents and went there to get it all done. So by the time 2 years since that night of conception rolled around, we finally had the results in. I remember opening the envelope and looking the sheet over. A lot of it I didn't understand. I did see less than 2% chance of genetic match. I called the number at the top of the form and spoke to a woman, provided the info, and she took me through it. There was absolutely no way I could be the father. Now, I'll admit, I was elated at first. I thanked the woman, hung up, and looked at my cell. I had to call her. And reality set in. I called her. After all the crying and admissions, I asked what really happened the day she claimed she went in for the abortion.
This seems like this cousin is telling us the same shit he already told us. You know what I'm saying? Just making it longer, bro.
On her way to the clinic, she said something inside her clicked, and she wanted to keep it. The roughly $600 I had sent, she used it for clothes and stuff for the baby. I asked why she couldn't have just been honest from the start, and the results of the test were why. Some of you asked why I didn't become the child's father, because I wasn't ready for it at that point in my life. 23 years old, no job, no prospects, thousands of miles gone, and I never got along with her.
True that, my nigga. If you lay down with a chick, my guy, I'm talking about the baby was his, my guy. He got lucky, you know what I'm saying? Because he had no job. He was 23, none of all this BS. So he actually got lucky, my guy. But my guy, if that baby was actually yours, my guy, and you didn't want to take care of it, you took another L, my nigga. You a sucker. My guy, you're a deadbeat sucker, my nigga. We don't do deadbeats over here, bro. If you lay down a female, take care of your responsibility as a man, first of all. Don't be one of these dead couple. You know what I'm saying, man? Especially if you black, my guy. We already got enough of those, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Not funny, my guy, but it's serious, my guy. You know what I'm saying? My guy, take care of your responsibility and be a man, my nigga. Stop being a bitch, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Because if you lay down with a female, you know what I'm saying? You don't use protection. You get her pregnant, my guy. You know what I'm saying, big cousin? Take care. I'm gonna speak English real quick, because the baby's yours, nigga. Take care of it, my guy. Simple. We already got enough of those in the black community, my guy. I don't know if this cousin black or white, you know what I'm saying, but it don't matter at the end of the day for me, you know what I'm saying? Just shoot, my guy. I don't care if you broke job or not. If you decide to lay down, I'm gonna say it again, because for all you cousins that be having that mindset, you know what I'm saying? If you lay down with a chick, my guy, broke or not, take care of your responsibility. You better go find you a job, big guy.
Their family. It wouldn't have been good for either of us. In the end, we agreed not to be angry with one another. She was mad at her father, though. I don't know if that ever went away, though I highly doubt it did.
No shit.
Also, I wasn't ripping on Texas. I actually really like Texas. The people are friendly. I simply wanted to provide some geolocation to what happened is all. I spent 2 years living in Houston working for a local IT firm. Met a lot of great people, had some amazing barbecue. Seriously, it's like you can't go 2 blocks without hitting a barbecue joint that doesn't rock. And met some folks who are religious but not Bible-thumping nuts. As far as sex criminals go, only ever met the one, and you're reading about it. So that's it. Let's go with something a little bit lighter this time around, shall we? I have a mixed-race child. Originally was told it was mine until she actually gave birth. Since she was mixed, she came out pretty light-skinned. Very light-skinned, actually. But as she got older, her skin got darker and darker. Let the mother stick around for about a year to 2 years. She wasn't from where we were living and didn't have anywhere else to go. Didn't want to kick baby out into the streets. Finally, I had enough of her and kicked her out. But I ended up getting attached to the little girl. Fast forward 2 years and I'm single, lonely, depressed, and missing the little girl. I've had no contact with them. Through the grapevine, I hear my little girl's real dad has nothing to do with her. No contact, no father. From the story I get, the real dad was married and refused her. I set up a meeting with my little girl after 2 years to get a feeling on the situation, and it was like those 2 years never happened. She ran up to me like she just saw me yesterday. I talked to the mother and I said that I'll take care of her. We never went to court. No child support has ever been filed. We don't fight about anything. I tell her if she needs anything as far as money or clothes, whatever, I'll take care of it. She's now 10, I'm married. My wife accepts her with open arms and loves her like I do. She's an awesome kid, great student, no troubles. I have to teach her a bit of humility because all she's concerned about is being beautiful. But if that's my biggest worry with her, I think that's okay. I wouldn't change anything at all. I will tell you one thing. I live in the South, and you would think that a married white couple with 2 normal white kids and an older mixed girl, one would think you get more looks from white folks. Surprisingly, it's the black folks that give us more WTF looks than anything. But like I said, I wouldn't trade for anything. I love that silly girl. So I'm on the other side of the fence. Basically, I'm dating this girl for about 3 years. Rocky relationship and all that jazz. I break up with her and move back to my hometown for a period. While back, she asked if she can come visit. First mistake, but believe me, intimacy was really golden between us. Anyway, 2 months after the visit, she's pregnant. Not the best news in the world, but I'm from a family of certain values on these matters, so I own up. After spending a week with her and discussing what to do, I go back home and start to prepare stuff. 3 days later, she calls and claims a miscarriage, and we sort of end it and it dies out in the next few weeks. Fast forward 7 months, and I move back to the same city, capital of Norway, Oslo, and continue my career. Suddenly, I see a Facebook post about this girl getting a child, 9 months and 2 days after her visit. It turns out she had been dating another dude for the whole 3 years we had been dating. They even lived together for 2 of the years.
That man said it was intimate. It was basically having sex a lot, big cousin. You know what I'm saying? But she's also having sex with somebody else, my nigga. So sad case, my guy. Sad case, big cousin. That's sad as hell, dog. Ooh. Damn, big. You was the only one. You wasn't the only one of them cheeks, my guy. I'm sorry to tell you, big cousin. Haha. Sad case, big cousin.
She kind of just decided that she felt better with him as the dad.
Damn,
so basically, she convinced him he was the dad. So he announced to the whole world and was just about to go on fatherly leave when I found out. I quietly asked her for a paternity test, and to no surprise, it stated with 99.99% certainty that I'm the father.
And she tried this cousin big, because he tried both of the ass, basically, my guy. She went to the other dude, because she probably felt this dude was a bum, my guy, who's speaking on the mic right now. And she was like, man, hell no. It's like some females do things like that, because for real. Like, they go after the dude that got more money, who doing good for themselves, my guy. Even though she having sex with both of them, my guy. But she said she wanted to see, she got pregnant, big cousin. So check that out, she got pregnant, big cousin. So she went to, she said this dude's a bum. So I don't want nothing to do with him, because I'm you know what I'm saying? Y'all know, y'all get the pick, big, because I don't feel like explaining it, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? It don't take a rocket science to figure this shit out, big cousin. So basically, big cousin, God, she went to that other dude because he was doing better than that cousin, big cousin. So she basically tried him, and she tried him, my God. She tried that cousin by thinking his great clown ass was the father, when actually the other cousin, the bum, was the father, my God. I don't know if he a bum, no disrespect to you, my guy. But to her definition, you a bum, my guy. Damn, dog.
Crap's unraveling, he's not happy, obviously, and has to tell the world that, nope, just kidding, I'm not a dad. Anyway, 4 years later, it's all good, and we have 50% shared custody.
Embarrassing as hell, dog. Imagine you telling your mom, your dad, and all this, your family, that I got a kid on the way. It's not yours. Damn, dog, I'd have been pissed off too, my God. Just so much you gotta think about when you having a kid. You know what I'm saying? And it's not yours, my God. Because there's so much you gotta go into factor with it, my God. You gotta buy clothes. You know what I'm saying? Prepare for your future, my God. Because a kid gonna impact your future, my nigga. That's why a lot of these crazy ass cousins, you know what I'm saying, try to become deadbeats, because they be like, oh man, I'm not, y'all niggas are suckers, but take care of responsibility, man. Society just screwed up in general, my God, so.
Dang, it was a few funky months in the start. After some questions and stuff, yes, I did spend time at her apartment. She had me over every time the other guy was away and such. She also fake moved into my apartment for 6 months. Not a man, never been in this situation.
I got one word for you, big cousin, and one word only. You are a clown.
I am the child of one of these situations, so I thought I'd chime in. TLDR, Mom stayed with her husband at first, and he is legally my father. But my dad decided he wanted to stay in the picture, so my mom eventually married him, and I have 2 dads. My mom got married when she was 17 and had 3 sons with her first husband.
What?
I'm gonna call him Ben.
Wait a minute, big cuz. What the hell this story is? What the? I gotta hear it. I gotta.
Situation, but I am the child of one of these situations, so I thought I'd chime in. TLDR, Mom stayed with her husband at first, and he is legally my father. But my dad decided he wanted to stay in the picture, so my mom eventually married him, and I have 2 dads. My mom got married when she was 17 and had 3 sons with her first husband. I'm gonna call him Ben. They were together for a long time, I think about 18 years total. Somewhere along the way, she realized she was caught in a loveless marriage, but couldn't really do anything about it. My dad, who I'll call Dave, moved in across the street, and the 2 of them started spending time together, and she started an affair with him. They weren't careful enough, and next thing you know, my mom is pregnant with me. She knew from the get-go I wasn't Ben's, and he kind of had an idea too because they weren't intimate that often, and the math didn't work out. But I think he went along with it just because he didn't want to think about what she was doing behind his back. My dad initially didn't want to have anything to do with me, so when I was born, they put down her husband's name on my birth certificate as the father and called it a day. Paternity tests were done though, and my mom confirmed what she already knew. Sorry, around here my details get a little fuzzy because my mom still hasn't given me a full and complete story. Dave still definitely didn't want to stick with my mom and I, and it was just agreed that Ben would raise me as his, and they would forget it happened. He was and is a great guy, and an awesome dad. Now the way I've heard it is Dave, despite his convictions, couldn't stay away because he loved my mom so much, and once he laid eyes on me, he was head over heels. Some of my earliest memories are going to visit him in his apartment. At some point between the time I was 2 and the time I was 3, my mom and Ben divorced. I don't remember it and was kept largely out of it, but I understand it was very messy. Because I was legally Ben's daughter, I got the same visitations as my other brothers who were still under 18. My mom and Dave married when I was 4, and Dave was never happy about these visits, but I was because I loved Ben so much. Ben was always daddy, Dave was dad. It was understood, and I never confused the 2 or made reference to one being my parent in front of the other. Even as a 4 and 5-year-old, I knew the sensitive nature of the situation. It was never confusing either, because they really are 2 very different people who I think provided me with a great balance of paternal figures in my life. Like I said, Ben was always daddy, sweet, endearing, with the heart of gold who just wanted his little girl to be happy and would spoil her rotten to see her smile and make stupid jokes to get a giggle out of her. Dave was dad, still kind and loved me to death, but more of the disciplinarian who I knew not to mess with. My mom's not married to either of them now, another long-winded story entirely, but I consider both of them to be my father, and I consider—
Your mom was, you know what, big? She one of those, big cousin. Damn, your mom just hot popping, not you? You serious, cousin? This story started off crazy as hell, my guy. No cap, big cousin, and it ended with a plot twist, my guy. The mom is no longer with any of them. I'm done, big cousin. I'm done, my guy. I'm done, big cousin. I'm done, my guy. That story ended me, my nigga. Like, what the fuck would do? Like, your mom, I'm sorry to say she one of those, big cousin. Nobody make her happy, because she hot popping like, what the? I'm lost for words, because I don't know what to say. Mom is, but damn, she got 2 dads in her lives, because, you know what I'm saying? I don't understand what the hell going on with that story. I'm about to rewatch that, you know what I'm saying, and listen to it indefinitely, because Jesus, that story had me all over the place, because my guy, I'm gonna end this off on a note, my guy. I'm gonna say this, my guy. If I dated a girl, my guy, and I hope this never happened, my guy, but if it do, my guy, and I find out the father, I'm not the father, my nigga. This the real Young Turbo G, big cousin. I might just be.